Super Mario Brothers, the movie from 2023. Now, my speculation on this movie was, I don't know. I just didn't feel like Chris Pratt was the right choice for Mario. But other than that, I would have said, "Oh, the casting is fine." But man, am I blown away how good this movie is. Holy crap. This is obviously one of the best video game movies I've seen. And I feel like they're finally getting video game movies right. Because in the past, like in the 90s, in the early 2000s, you only had Mortal Kombat, the first one, and Tomb Raider. Those were in the first Resident Evil. But now we have the Sonic movies, and you have Mortal Kombat once again, and then you have the Mario movie, which is animated. So, surprisingly, the action and the comedy is quite good. Jack Black is great as Bowser. Charlie Day is great as Luigi. The only problem I have with Luigi is I feel like he doesn't have enough screen time. And if you don't know, Luigi is my favorite Mario character and probably my favorite Nintendo character, period, for many reasons. But they knocked it out of the park with this one. Peach is actually... This is probably the best version of Peach I've ever seen. She's not just a damsel in distress. Toad is not extremely annoying, because sometimes they have Toad and he's like annoying. And Donkey Kong, I wasn't a huge fan that Seth Rogen was playing Donkey Kong, but he does a pretty decent job. He's probably the weakest character of the big characters in the movie, but that doesn't mean anything. I love the references. I love that Mario was playing the Nintendo. He was playing Kid Icarus, and just so many references. The tunes that I know from the Mario games, like I heard Mario 3, Mario World, Mario Brothers, and they even had the original Mario voice for the video games show up in the movie. And I wanted to clap. I wanted to cheer when they did the Donkey Kong rap, the DK rap. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And the Mario Karts and, all that. And Bowser is trying to get the Superstar, which is basically the most powerful accessory or power-up in the game from the franchise. And I love that they actually showed various power-ups, like the cat, which was from Mario 3D Land, I think, or it was one of them, and the fire, and then even the poison mushroom, and the regular mushroom, the Tanuki suit, which is beloved. They kind of showed the flying cape, but that was in the commercial that they had, which is amazing because they referenced the Mario Brothers TV show with their rap intro. It's just amazing. I'd have to give it an 8.5, and this is surprisingly, I almost want to say it's just as good as Sonic 2, maybe better. And that's really hard to do because and by the way, I hope for the sequel that they do Mario Brothers 2 somehow, and Mario Brothers 3, like just keep it like Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, Mario World, and there's 2 after credit scenes. But I really, really hope that they make Super Smash Brothers Mario Nintendo Cinematic Universe like they do with Marvel. They need to do it. I mean, they can have 2 Mario movies, then a Legend of Zelda movie, then NES, and then F-Zero, Metroid, Kirby, Star Fox. What I think they should do is make all the movies from the very first Super Smash Brothers character roster, so it'd be a lot easier to do because there's so many characters in Super Smash Brothers. Later on, there's like 90 some characters in the last one, so I think they should make a Super Smash Brothers movie, but focus on Super Smash Brothers 1 with those characters from the very first games, like Pokemon, Star Fox, and all that. But overall, man, I can't wait for the sequels because they really. It was a lot better than I really thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, it's going to. I know it was going to be pretty good, but I'm just shocked at how well they did it. And I don't agree with the critics, the 55%. I don't know what the heck the critics are smoking. I guess they're not video game fans or anything, but the fans would probably give it a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not a huge fan of Rotten Tomatoes, but I definitely would give it at least an 8 or an 8.5.